power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Put the power.
Good evening, race fans. We are live here tonight for the T1S Racing and Wraps Late Model Stock Series. Tonight, we're heading to the Bullring out in Las Vegas. A little 3/8 mile of a track. It's a doozy. It's a tough one to pass at. You got to be careful here. As we're skating on over to qualifying, I want you all to please rise and remove your hats as we send it down to Mullet Music Productions' very own Joshua Rutherford for today's National Anthem. We'll be back momentarily.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Joshua Rutherford, for that rendition of the National Anthem, folks. Tonight, I also want to say thank you. Shout out to T1S Racing and Wraps. And, of course, shout out to you at home watching out there in viewer land, as these boys are already out there qualifying. Now, we did get in here a little late after the anthem. We're going to see if we can... Looks like Tyler Clements just parked his car. Right with Joshua Vermillion here. He's just now starting his qualifying effort. We'll get our ticker up here so you can see who's on the pole. Justin Coleman, who's been a heavy hitter in this series. He's got the provisional pole right now. Going to see if the 34 can knock him down a peg. As first lap around, the 34 is going to go 18th with a 15:56. But I look at this field and I see everybody only separated. Your top 15 are only separated by 3/10. Your top 13 is only separated by a 10th. So that tells me right there, drivers are going to be on top of each other as Zach Murphy's coming out turn number 4 here. This is going to be his second qualifying lap here tonight. Going to see if Murphy can get a little bit quicker, as he was P4 the first time around, and he stayed P4 with a 15th lap. So a nice lap out of Murphy. As actually he scores a 14.99 on iRacing scoring and timing. So very strong lap out of the 29 car. As we have about a minute and a half remaining in qualifying, we're going to see if we can find a driver, see if we can dial them up, have a quick little word with them. As who do we want? Let's see. Let's find old Justin Coleman, because Coleman put it on the pole, or provisional pole. Still a little bit of time left, but let's see if we can dial him up. Justin, Tanner Marvin, the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, Tanner?
Man, I'm going good. I think you're going a little bit better, maybe even a little bit faster, because you put that thing on the pole. 00's looking bad fast tonight. What's the strategy going into tonight's event?
The strategy was going to be keep my nose clean, hopefully stay out front and have a good pit stop and put ourselves in a good position at the end of the race to maybe get us a win.
Now, Justin, you've been, like I mentioned, you've been bad fast in this series. Well, heck, all series that we put on here at Cricket Line Racing that you race in. But it seems like Wednesday night has been your playhouse. It's been where you're the strongest at. You're up front here tonight. What's the fuel like? Are y'all gonna have to pit any tonight?
That's a good question. I'm glad you said that because I didn't even look.
Oh, come on, Justin. You gotta come at me with the facts. Well, brother, you're out front. We'll be watching from up high, calling the action. Maybe at 00 can park in victory lane once again, and we'll be talking to you at the end of this thing, buddy. Good luck.
I sure hope so. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, boss.
All right, see ya.
That was Justin Coleman there from Bad Company Racing, I do believe is the name of it. It is now time to hit that grid. Let's get it rocking and rolling out here, folks. It's time for the Bullring 100. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. As we have the starting grid here, we saw it right there. We just talked to him. He put down a 14.959. That's a fast lap right there around the Bullring. It's none other than a 00, Justin Coleman, P1. Christopher Smith's going to be starting to his inside road number 1, or outside road number 1, excuse me. And then inside road number 2 is none other than Mr. Larry Bell in the 43. Zach Murphy's going to be starting 4th with Sam Baumgarten, another TSP brother. He's going to be riding out the top 5 here tonight. Brandon Elvis got at P6. Brandon Mettler. Battle of the Brandons. Mettler starting P7. Caleb B. Thompson 8th. Daniel Sweat's 9th. Chris Sawyer's in 10th. Troy Tarbuck's 11th. Guy Barrett's in 12th. As we cycle down just a little bit further. 13th is Anthony Rennick in the 23. He's been bad fast in this series. Had a little bit of off performance there in qualifying. Look for the 23 to make a move up towards the front. Frank Barbary, Derek Stanley, Tom Letfield. That's 14th, 15th, and 16th. Nicholas Lamb, 17th. Joshua Vermillion. We saw him finish up his qualifying effort. He got P18 and the number 34. Tyler Clements, a new face to the series. He's returning to Cricket Line. Glad to have him representing 4X Racing. Didn't get a whole lot of practice in for that number 56. He's going to be starting 19th with old Tom Friedis, or as we like to call him here, Tullabo Tom, starting 20th. Mitchell Moon was 21st. Dalton Creech is 22nd, but will have to start from pit road, as well as Jason Bauer. Jacob Lamb's 24th, and that is it. So 24 late model stocks to start tonight's event. It is going to be a good one. I'm super excited. Glad to have y'all here with me. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me know about the mic. I worked with it today a little bit. Tried to tweak the audio settings, so it's looking a little loud at points on OBS. I am trying to correct that on my end. But please do let me know how it sounds with the cars in the background or whatnot. As we just now got to wait for that pace car to roll off and get the show on the road as pace car is rolling now. See if we can move it down just ever so slightly. When we put the ticker up top, you will not see that black line. All right, tires. It's been a huge topic of conversation all night during practice. The right front just wants to wear like crazy, and what's that cause? It causes the car to get really, really tight. So that's something these drivers got to manage all night, especially if you're on the high side. You will burn up a lot more tire on that high side. And of course, as always, it's a Bullring. It's called the Bullring. It's a 3/8 mile of a track. So with that, tight quarters, and it's going to be bottom line dominant. You got to make your way to the bottom. If you restart on the outside, you got to try to find either a hoe or a buddy that will let you in. And kudos, shout out to Larry Bell, starting P3 on the board. A good starting position for the 43 car there, as we'll be going green this time by. As green flag is out. Look at the launch, the 80 car of Smith. Oh, they're going to stack him up. Zach Murphy gets turned here. That's going to be a wreck. As caution's out on lap number 1. We kind of saw it out of the corner of our eye. It was hard to tell with the live point of view. So let's see if we can maybe depict what happened here. As 54 car Elvis gets into the back of the 29. Since the 29 down to the 41, of course, Larry Bell having the luck he has always is the one to get the worst end of the stick. But just when Elvis got into the back of Zach Murphy there, it just shot him straight down, and nowhere to go for Larry Bell here. He's just an innocent bystander. See if we can watch it from his cockpit. So he sees Murphy coming across right there. Boom. Nowhere to go. On the brakes, on the binders, off the throttle. And just pretty significant contact. Look, 91 cars involved. Bam Racing Videos on. Brandon Mettler's involved. So, couple torn up race cars right then. Brandon Elvis, I'm sure he will be the one if he claims fault. I mean, that's one good thing. That's one thing about the at-fault rule. May not claim fault. So, either the 54 is going to go to the back or not. There could have been something else that happened that we didn't see, right? But that's a big shake-up for the front. And then also, look who our race leader is. Christopher Smith got that great launch on the start. And he was able to basically grab the lead from Justin Coleman. And that's going to be tough because it is tough to pass. You want to be out front here. If you're in first, you can kind of dictate the race. You can maintain the pace. You can control the pace. So being out front at a track like this is pivotal if you want to try to win one of these events. And another key note, this restart, it will be single file. So the single file restart, they did not complete a lap. iRacing automatically puts them single file, and we're just hearing word from Racing Trail. The 54 car is dropping to the tail end of the pack. So I know we have a lot of Elvis fans out there, him and his race team. I think it's Bad Company Racing is the name of it. Always come out and talk to us in the chat. So I know they don't want to see that 54 car dropping to the back, but Brandon's been plenty fast enough in these late model stocks. He'll definitely be able to make his way back up to the front. Alrighty, folks, we just wait for the pace car lights to be turned off here. Chris Smith, Justin Coleman, Zach Murphy. That's the top three as they run right now. Our biggest mover so far, only one lap. Caleb B. Thompson in 04. He's gained 4 spots. So is Daniel Sweat and Chris Sawyer. So that's those guys that basically benefited from the wreck right in front of them. Took out about 3 to 4 good-looking cars. As lights are now off on the pace car. As I want to give y'all a unique look on this restart when these drivers go single file. We're going to ride on board with Justin Coleman, the second place driver here. And I'm just going to lay out and let y'all listen. So you see, I mean, he didn't really have to contend very hard right then, but still, with it being single file, it is a good thing if you're in the second place because you won't be on the outside lane, right? But it's hard to make a move, so especially if you're further back in the pack right here. But look at Chris Smith. Chris Smith is looking really strong. Top three have kind of broken away a little bit. Caleb B. Thompson, he's about half a second off of our third place driver Zach Murphy, and then Daniel Sweat. This is also what a single file restart causes. It causes kind of different racing groups. There'll be different packs of cars basically. As Daniel Sweat, and look at Chris Sawyer, 51, having a very strong run. It's early in the night, but he's going to see if he can put together the campaign tonight for the 51 car. As he's been a full goal or bad luck here lately. So we're going to see if he can shake that monkey off his back as we head back up front. Looks like Justin Coleman's putting a little pressure to the 80 car. Looks like he wants to look underneath. Oh, he's going to give him the bumper. Oh, boys and girls. Man, oh, man, that was close. Looks like Coleman, he realized that was no good. He was going to definitely spin the 80 car. He backed out of it, took care of it. Because that would have been race altering. 80 car would have got spun, would have lost a lot of spots, and 00 car probably would have been deemed at fault there. He's going to the back. So heads up driving by both them drivers, but that shows me right there the 00, he's ready to go. That's a teammate in front of him that he's racing like that. If you're willing to bump your teammate on lap 12, you're willing to do a lot of things. Race wins are hard to come by. As he's trying to get that drive off onto the bottom here, he keeps looking low. As Chris, don't close the door that time. He learned his lesson, but now he's got to kind of fight Don't let the 29 by here. 29 car's going to try to look. Zach Murphy smells blood in the water here. As 80 car is able to get slotted back in. Looks like Zach Murphy overdrove that corner a little bit, allowing Caleb B. Thompson, 04 car, to get up here to the back bumper. Folks, we are gaining subscribers slowly but surely. We do appreciate it, I promise. If you could, if you're not a sub, hit that subscribe button if you have a YouTube account. If you don't, create one for us. Just for us, right? Because we're that special. If you hit that sub button, we're on the road to 500 trying to become a YouTube content creator partner. So, if you could, it'd be greatly appreciated. It's free, takes a second of your time, but it helps us out a ton. It means the world to us. As we look back at some of the drivers got caught up in the lap 1 mayhem. Brandon Mettler, he started P7, falling back to P12 here. I mean, that's what happens when you get involved in a wreck. Had to go down pit road, I'm sure, to get some damage looked at, as he did not. He's actually shown us not pitting, so car's definitely hurt on the left front. Good thing about a track like this, arrow, throw it out the window. Don't really matter, but you still don't want to have broken components or anything this early into the event. Guy Barrett, a familiar face here at Cricket Line Racing. Glad to see Guy Barrett back in racing with us with 02. He's currently up 4 spots as well. He started P12. He's holding down P8. Looks like he might be putting together a pretty good run here. Currently sitting in the top 10 for the 02. Good points night for Guy Barrett. As it looks like Zach Murphy 29 car has got around lap traffic of Christopher, or not lap traffic, excuse me. Lap traffic was the 25 of Jacob Lamb, but it looks like Zach Murphy got around our 3rd place driver now, Chris Smith. Sorry, I got a text message and got a little off kilter there, but look at Chris. He is applying the pressure to the 29 car right there on this rear bumper, just waiting for a mistake out of the 29 car. And then, but while all this is going on, look at this man, Justin Coleman, nobody else in the shot. Over a second, almost a second and a half lead over 2nd place Zach Murphy. As Larry Bell is also trapped a lap down right now. Him and Jacob Lamb, they are the 2 lap down guys. Right now, Jacob Lamb is in the lucky dog spot, as Larry Bell is going to try to get up there and pass Jacob Lamb before a caution was to fall. But look at these guys here. They are battling it out. Mitchell Muma, Vermillion. Bell's just like, boys, you need to figure it out. And Vermillion, oh, he misses the corner. He goes high. That's going to allow Larry Bell to get underneath him as well. But you're seeing a product of the low line here. Vermillion got hung out on that high side and just kept falling back. He fell 6, 7 spots there over the course of this run just because he's on the outside. Could never get down. That's Tom Friedrichs in the number 32 late model stock machine out here. He loves these short tracks. I know he likes them, but he don't race them all the time, right? So when he comes over here, it's a change of pace for him. He normally starts out typically a little slow at the beginning, but he is somebody that he's a fast learner. He will pick it up as the race goes on, and it shows. He's already up 5 spots since he hit the grid, so he is moving forward. He's trying to get that 32 car hooked up. But this is a tough track to come to if you're not super familiar with short tracks. Bullring, it's a very, very, very tough track. As Corey Tarbuck is trying to make a pass over Frank Barbary in the 26th here. As Frank looks like he's just going to kind of give it to him. Heads up veteran move by the 26th there. Allowing the 24 to get going here. Go back up here to Chris Sawyer. He's got pressure on him from Guy Barrett. I told you the 02 car been strong all season long when he can make these races. And look, applying pressure to Chris Sawyer, was not able to complete the pass there. It takes 2, 3, sometimes 4, 5 laps to pass the guy in front of you, even if you are, say, quite a bit faster than him, right? With the talent in here and a track like this, it takes a big mistake, and those mistakes just don't come very often. So when a driver does miss the corner, you got to stick your nose there. You got to try to take advantage of it. And Guy Barrett, he's trying it. You see he'll get really close to the 51's bumper, then back off a little bit. He's having to wait to pick up the throttle, riding behind the 51 here. And 51 is dirt tracking it on the entry. Oh, whoa, kind of squeezes the 02 here. This is some pretty tight, close quarters racing here. 02 car goes to the inside here. But now Chris has to be careful. Nicholas Lamb, he's chopping at the bit. He's trying to put that 05 car right there on the back bumper of the 02. Not going to let the 51 down. They were 3 wide. They are 3 wide for a moment. As Chris Sawyer was the man in the middle, never where you want to be. But that 05 car is shiny. Nicholas Lamb is suited and booted here tonight. Car looks fantastic. That's Tempest in the chat. Thanks for always coming over here watching, Tempest. Appreciate it. We head back up front. Race leader is now starting to have to contend with lap traffic. Now, this is what Larry Bell does not want to see, especially when he's the one looking in his mirror and sees the leader. He's currently a lap down. He wants to get that lucky dog. That shows it there. You go a lap down. When he started P3, remember, Larry Bell started P3 tonight. Went a lap down because he's involved in a wreck. And now he has a leader knocking on his door, about to put him another lap down. That's how quick your races can change here. Tough break for the 43. He needs a caution. He needs one pretty quick if he wants to stay on the lead lap. And I'm not sure if maybe he didn't use a fast pace. The car still has some damage because he had some really good fast pace in practice and obviously in qualifying. As we ride on the back bumper of the 00, look, you can see the real estate in between him and the 29 of Zach Murphy. Got a sizable lead, so you know this driver right here, he does not want to see any type of caution come out. You see trying to make a pass over the lap car to the Lamb of 25. Now trying to drop underneath Tom Freitas. Tom, is he going to battle it here? Tom does not. He basically gives away. Oh, 91. Oh, Sam went around. Cautions on the speedway. Samuel Baumgartner at 91 went around. I'm not sure what happened, but we just looked up and we saw it out the windshield here. Uh-oh. Got the 36 right there on his back bumper. Pushes up pretty high to that corner. Oh, right in the left rear. Just tags the 91. Ever so slightly. Let's see, was there anything happening before this? They were just, they raced hard for a few laps, it looks like. Almost gets into him right there. May have a little bit. We're riding on board with Sam, but let's see if we can take that back. Just misjudges the corner a little bit. Drives in there a little deep. See the sparks coming off his car's bottom out 36, but sends Sam around. That's just a patented, I'm going to call it a dumping run. I don't think it's what Dalton did, but as, oh my goodness, we have a very, very busy pit road as Brandon Mettler electing to stay out here, probably taking a wave around. I expect Larry Bell, so we have a bunch of guys electing to take a wave around here. Now, these guys have not pit, so this is a real type strategy call here. As I was trying to find Brandon Mettler to see his fuel load, 'cause I knew he would tell me. He's going to be cycled out the race leader, I do believe. So that actually it's not going to give Larry Bell. So what Brandon did right then, Brandon and just Brandon. He trapped them guys a lap down right there. All those guys should have had the lucky dog. There's like 6, 7 guys that would have had the lucky dog there. No, nada. As like Sam's going to go a lap down here. We would interview him right now. I know he's not going to be happy. As they're trying to get the lineup sorted here. As Creech did take the EOL right there. So sadly, the 36 car is going to the rear. Been a rough night for Brandon Elvis and Creech here. Both of them running great. Got fast hot rods, but caused a few cautions. It looks like they're getting ready to go green, and I don't think the field's very set up. As green flag is out, Mettler gets a great launch. Now remember, Mettler does have that front end damage. It's really on his left front. Is that going to affect the way the car handles? Got Justin Coleman, who's been the race leader easily tonight. Not had to really contend. He is right there on the back bumper of the 15. Now Zach Murphy's trying to make his way back up to the front. Remember, he's ran P2 all night. That guy I'm watching the 80 car. I think earlier he may have been saving. Christopher Smith now knows it's go time. He has enough fuel to make it to the end. I think he's locked and loaded, but look, we got a battle for the race lead here. Coleman to the inside of Mettler. Now Mettler may lose a few spots here. Oh, Zach Murphy let him in right there. So heads up driving by Mettler and Murphy. Looks like Murphy allowed him to come down. But now it looks like all that is for naught because Murphy's right down the back bumper. Brendan's loose. The way the times looks like, ooh, caution's out. No, we cursed him earlier. The 51 car who was having such a great run. Not, kind of got minimal damage on that race car. Oh no, was it Elvis again? Brandon Elvis into the back of the 51. Turning him around. Tough break for the 51. Backed it into the inside wall a little bit. See, he was able just to pick up the throttle a little bit quicker, but what he has to realize in this moment is Chris Sawyer has a driver on his outside. He can't pick up that throttle nearly as good as if he was single file, right? So that made Sawyer have to wait on that throttle a little bit, and I mean you see the ultimate outcome here just kind of gets turned around. To go slow-mo, you can be able to tell with the wheel as soon as he's starting to unload. Look at that. He's trying to correct it off the throttle, but ultimately, what can you do when your rear tires are picked up? Now Mettler's going down pit road. But I don't know the call. I don't know why he elects that, unless it was just to get bonus points for leading the lap. As we're gonna see if we can talk to our man, old Toilet Bow. We ain't got to talk to him in a while. I want to hear his voice. Oh, Toilet Bow Tom, you got a copy?
Got a copy, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Saw old Tom free to jump in the server. Got a little excited. What's the car feeling like tonight? Any brake bias issues?
Well, honestly, I just bought the track before I jumped in the server. So my first laps was qualifying, and these are my first laps here in the race. It's not bad. I mean, just kind of feeling it out. Definitely put a little more front brake in the car.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the run, it definitely gets a little tail happy when you get on the brakes. But
right.
other than all, it's been pretty good, pretty fun. Bottom's definitely dominant. You don't want to get stuck on that outside. You just get freight trained.
It's brutal up there. So I told the viewers earlier, I was like, Tom, he likes the short tracks, but he don't run them as often, right? So I knew the first 50 laps or so, it's just going to be a filling out period for you, right? Just filling it out, getting used to it. 32 it looks quick when it gets clean air on its nose, so good luck to you, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely, boss. That was old Toilet Bow Tom here, coming in here to chat with us. As we get him back down to his race team, as he is getting set to go back green flag racing. It's Coleman, Murphy, Smith, Thompson. That's your top four. Coleman gets a great launch. Now Christopher Smith is a teammate. Is he getting the teammate countdown on the restarts? It looks like it, but look at Zach Murphy. He's trying to contend on that high side. Because ultimately, it's almost, it ain't impossible, but man, oh man, it's tough as Murphy's going to make a bold move right there to get down right there in front of Anthony Rennick. Now Murphy's set in P3. There's a big checkup right there out of Murphy. Almost got into the back of Smith, and that was just a domino effect. And we got some hardcore racing back there. Oh no, 23 Rennick's going around Caleb B. Thompson. Looks like he may have tagged him, and Calamity on the front stretch coming out of turn 4, and that collected a bunch of cars. That was a big one right there, folks. And we watched all that happen live here up front. Oh no, it looks like the 04 had help, maybe from Guy Barrett here. The 02 car, we wind it back pretty far to give a... Yeah, 02 basically played dominoes with him. 02 kind of got in the back of him and then ultimately sent Thompson into the car in front of him, right? And then, I mean, Rennick just had No choice but to get spun right there. Tough break, hard racing on a restart now. 04 did kind of come down on Guy Barrett there. Oh, tough lick for Guy Barrett there. Hard impact. But man, oh man, that collected a bunch of cars there. A bunch of cars. Riding with the 56 Credit Vets is the sponsor for Tyler Clemens. Good looking race car. I like that. I like the gradient effect from the white to the blue, the dark blue, kind of hazy in the middle. Looks pretty good. I love the 00 Coleman. I love his car and Brandon Elvis' car. I always get the Wrangler 3, the Earnhardt car type vibe, or the 15, whichever one you remember. Probably the 3 though. When I look at the 00 and the 54, both very, very, very good looking cars. It's Bad Company Racing. I see it on the hood, so that is for sure their race name. As lights are still on, lights should go off on the pace car this time by. Trying to see our biggest mover, the 98 Mitchell Muma. He has been involved in 2 incidents, if I recall, but they've not been catastrophic incidents. He's still able to move forward here. He pitted on lap 44. He should have enough fuel to make it to the end. So, didn't have a great qualifying effort, but he is making up for it here. About 14 spots, and he's starting to go back up front. It's Coleman, Smith, Murphy, Thompson. It didn't change. Fifth place is Daniel Sweat. I know Sweat is itching for that first win. Gave him a big win last night, in a All-Star Racing Truck Series event. As 29 cars trying to do what happened to him last time, but it looks like Chris Smith is able to get his car cleared there. Murphy was just not able to fill in the hole there, but look, he's right on the back burner of the 80. Got to be careful. One small lapse adjustment, one mistake, you're going to spin that car. Oh, give him the crown horn to the 80 car. Murphy knows it's time to go. He watched the 00 Coleman kind of check out earlier, so he knows that it is time to get up there and race the 00 of Coleman. Every lap they battle. Oh, gets into the back of him again. Who is inside? Battle for second place as we go in 1 and 2. It's going to get tight there on exit. Oh, no contact. And look at the run. 80 car gets on the high side. Christopher Smith, he's doing a perfect job. Textbook job on the outside, but right there. Oh, yellow's out. I don't even know who it could be. It's telling me Lanfear crashed, but that was forever ago, I thought. The 66, the white and lime green machine, the baby blue. Oh, gets tagged by Anthony Rennick there. Caution's still not out here. Thrown from him trying to get up on the track. No harm, no foul in that one. As 69 laps to go, Murphy was not scored in front of Christopher Smith at the time of the caution. As I apologize, I sent a message back. Brandon Nell was feeling a little down on himself. Said it's not his night. I feel him though. It's racing, you know, stuff's gonna happen out here. There's some days you're the bug, other days you're the windshield. All we can do is keep coming, showing up, and doing our best. All right, we got a few viewers watching. Let me know, who do we got in the chat? Let's hear it. Who's our pick? I mean, Coleman's been fast all night. Has Christopher Smith and Zach Murphy, have they been holding back a little bit? 30 laps to go. The hold back time, it's gone. No moss. It is now time to pull his belt tight and get after it here. As lights still on the pace car. Lights should go off this time by. This may be the one to go mark. It is indeed. I believe Anthony Rennick took that EOL as well, so he had to drop to the back. So tough night all around for the Bad Company Racing guys, but Justin Coleman, he is carrying that banner and carrying it proudly and loudly. And so is the 80 car, I believe. If he's not a Bad Company Racing driver, he's very close affiliated with those drivers. As 29 is trying to be right there to the back bumper to 00. 00 gets a great launch off. 80 car does as well, but Murphy got the launch he needs. He's to the inside of Chris Smith here. Got to try to make quick work of the 80 car, but look at the run. The 80 car, Christian Smith, he gets a great launch off corner exit every time as these boys are racing hard here for second place. Justin Coleman loves seeing this. Oh no, yellow out on the speedway. I think it's Toilet Bowl Tom. See if it was Toilet Bowl involved. Could this be a product of another late caution? This is the restart right here. And oh, Clemens. Not sure if. Oh, it looks like Clemens may have got on the brakes a little harder to stay off the 34. He does. He tries to miss the 34, goes up a little bit. 36 is there. And just gets the 32. You're 3 wide also, so that's not really Clemens' fault. Just got on the brakes. We heard Tom even mention earlier, funny enough, it was Tom because he's the one involved in that wreck. He said it felt like it wanted to get really loose with the brakes. And I think that was a product of what we saw right then. As Elvis in the chat, let me know as he says, let's go 00 and 80, Team BCR. BCR's looking bad fast tonight, Elvis. If you had to pick, though, you got to pick one. Who you got? I'm going to go with Christopher Smith, not because I like him more or less. It's just because he's the underdog tonight, right? This 00 car has been on rails all night. Since the drop of the green flag, he has been on rails. Folks, I got a question. Did you like the video? If you thumbs it up. If you didn't, if you would, it helps out a ton. I tell people all the time, you can use your hand, mouse, or you can headbutt it. However you prefer, we don't care. We'll take it any way it comes. Please leave a like on the video. Helps out a ton. Comments help us out a ton, but if you don't want to talk to me, you ain't got to. And also, while we're on the shill and spill, why don't you subscribe to the channel? You'll never miss a single lap of the action, brought to you live week in and week out. We're live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the cool thing about Saturday is we actually have a podcast starting called Race Chatter. It's going to be kind of unfiltered, uncut, uncensored, we'll call it. Now, we're not going to get too raunchy on it, but we will maybe push the envelope a little bit further than what we'll push on here. But we'll basically be recapping real-life NASCAR, sim racing, all of our races that week, and talking real-world stuff. You never know. I doubt we'll go to politics, but we may. You never know. I'm just saying, everything's unleashed. That's going to be Race Chatter coming to you on Saturday nights live in a video cast form. So be out on the lookout for that. TBA on the exact date. But what matters now is we're going back green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. 22 laps to go, 21 at the stripe. Going to see, oh, look at the jump the 00 gets. I don't think the countdowns are happening anymore. But look at Christopher Smith. It looked like Murphy got a terrible launch off right there. Allowed Christopher Smith to get down in turn one. No harm, no foul. Dang it. Another caution on the speedway. It's telling me Anthony Rennick, maybe this is restarts create. Restarts create restarts, right? Let's see what happens here. Oh, 23 car. Don't know if he had a mislapse, maybe a brake malfunction or something, but Mettler did enter a little softer, but you look at the distance between the 15 and 02, it does get a little bit bigger, but Mettler's just trying to enter the corner. It looks like the 23 car just was not prepared for that, or had a braking issue there. It just looked very, very weird. Oh, this time he just gets in there too hot. May have been looking at something else. Looked up and boom, we're right in the back of the 15. And goes around. Don't really hold his brakes either. I don't. That tells me maybe it was a braking deal. So I don't understand why we don't hold a brake. And I'm not just talking Rennick either. I'm talking the entire group. The road's up and actually collects Clemens there. I think Clemens may have skated through that. But oh well. Under caution once again, folks. We're going to throw it over to the BAM Racing Videos commercial. We'll be back momentarily. As lights are off on the pace car. Folks, if you like real life grassroots racing, look up BAM Racing Videos over on YouTube. It's amazing what Brandon's able to do traveling to all these local short tracks, dirt, asphalt. But what matters right now, we're going to have 15 laps to go at the stripe. Single file restart here, 00. We're going to lead them to the line, gets a great launch off. Now, Zach Murphy does not want to see any more single file restart. That really hurts his chances to try to get underneath the 80 car here. I do believe the 29 might be a tick faster than the 80, but the 80 may be holding it back a little bit. Waiting for the last 10, 15 laps. So we're at 14 to go now. These laps, they'll click off fast, only 15, 14 seconds per lap here. As the top three, it's been a battle all night between these two, the 80 and the 29 here. As we may have another, looks like maybe a little skirmish in the back, but the 29 gets to the, he's looking down low as they enter 3 and 4 here. Will he be able to make the pass? He's been here a few times tonight. Only been able to complete the pass once. As you just see, Christopher Smith, he's super quick. Oh, little contact there. It's another yellow. Every time the 29 looks to start to get underneath the 80, a yellow comes out. Telling me the 23 car once again of Rennick. Let's see what happens here. Oh no, that was not Rennick. Looked like Guy Barrett. This is a weird one, folks, because you see the 32 and the 66 kind of racing. It looks like they may have made contact at some point. I don't know why Guy tried to look low like that, but he may not have knew where the 66 is at. He may have thought what I thought. It looked like the 32 and the 66 were hitting based on the way the cars were reacting. Tough break for the 23 car to get involved in that. All right, we're going to see if we can find Zach Murphy, because he's always a good one to talk to. Mr. Murphy, this is Tanner Moore up in the TSP booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, Murphy, I've been watching all race long. It's been a battle between you and the 80. Every time you look underneath him, the yellow comes out. So I got to ask you, frustrating has to be starting to set in. What's it going to take to get by that 80 and maybe go up there and try to take the lead away from the 00?
Yeah, man, it's been tough out here running third. The 80's definitely holding me off, pinching me down pretty good, put me on the apron. It's tough to get run off, so trying to be patient, trying not to use the door too much, but just need to get a good restart here. It's going to be key.
It's restarts and laps at this point. Going to be, looks like probably 6, maybe 5 laps to go, Murphy. Good luck to you, but I mean, worst come to worst, you're still third place. If you can walk out with that, that's a good night here at the Bullring, bro.
We're trying. Well, hopefully we'll keep her clean here, keep the nose clean, and be able to bring it on the podium. Talk to you later here.
All right, then, buddy. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
If we get him back down to his race team. But yeah, so that's just been the luck of Murphy here tonight. He's gotten a chance to look underneath the 80 car a few times on his restart. Lights are off on the pace car. Is this the final restart? Going to be 6 laps to go. I know Coleman, he hates seeing these yellows because it's just extra times, extra chances for something risky to take place. That's 29 and 98. They're pushing each other, shoving the leader. 29, though, does get the launch he needs. He is going to be door-to-door with Christopher Smith here. As, oh, no, Mitchell Miller gets into the back of 29. He's going to try to save it. Look at the drive by Zach Murphy. Will he be able to hold down P3 after that? As all these drivers able to keep it clean, stay going green. As Coleman, he loves to see that here. Absolutely loves it. There's 5 to go, 4 to go at the stripe. This time by as he comes out turn number 4 here. As we got to keep the camera on Zach Murphy, Chris Smith here. This has been the battle all night long. I think this is what is allowing actually Coleman to basically just jump out to these pretty tremendous leads each and every time. These guys, they get to duking it out battling because when Murphy gets this close too. Oh no, Mitchell Muma around. As he was just running P4 but had a gaggle of cars all right there with him. So you see the 24, the 07, 98. And oh no. That one's hard to tell. Let's see if we can get the chopper cam here. That ain't gonna tell us much either. We'll go back a little bit further. Gives me time to get the stuff situated here. The 07 car is Sweat. He's got a massive run right there on the high side. Goes into 3 and 4. Pinched him down. I just asked for a little bit too much real estate on that high side. I mean, you take a risk when you're pinching a guy. Now, Sweat didn't do anything wrong because it is 4 laps to go. He knows in order to make the pass on the high side, he has to try to pinch that guy on the low. But just kind of went down a little too far. You see Mitchell Muma, he's all the way down. He can't go much further. Man, oh man, what a wild ride for Muma there. Tough break for the 98 car who was sitting P4. He looks to be frustrated, speeding down pit road. As, yeah, he takes his 98 and parked it. As we're going to see if we can get a sound bite from him. I know he's not going to be happy about that, and rightfully so. I totally understand it and get it. Mitchell Muma, you're live in the booth. You got copy?
Hey, what's up, man?
I know, I know you wish it was different circumstances to be talking to me here. You had a strong run going for that 98. Put your way up to the front. Talk me through what happened at your windshield right there, brother.
Yeah, I think we were just racing hard. I did hit the apron a few times, and I just, like, just tight racing, and I think he just hooked me. I haven't even seen a replay yet of what exactly happened, but I know he didn't mean to do it. He's apologetic about it, so, I mean, Daniel's a good guy, and we race hard. I'm watching the replay here now. I go in the corner.
Looks like he just he was pinching you, right? But, I mean, he has to with 4 laps to go.
Oh, he hooked me.
Yeah, I mean, he did. It was a very, very tough hit for you, brother. Very tough
I
hit.
just can't believe it set me so quick because I was I expect, like, it just took me right 90 degrees into the wall. I was just like, I didn't really have a reaction. I just kind of was quiet.
It happened so fast you couldn't have a reaction, right? It was just Jesus takes the wheel. Well, Mitchell, I was happy to see you come up to the field, right? Especially after getting your race win. Was looking very, very strong. Yeah, hate to see it end like that. Hope to have you back next week, but we'll let you get back down to your racing, buddy.
Hey, yeah, I appreciate it, and shout out to MSM Services for sponsoring. So.
Right on, buddy. Thank you. Alrighty, folks. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 to go at the stripe. If you got to pick, you better put it in now. As Elvis says, shout out Coleman Designs. I say it too. As, Zach Murphy did not get a launch at all. Going to allow Tarbuck to be up there in the mix. Where is this guy came from? The 24 car. Throwing his name up into the hat. Looks like Zach Murphy might be comfortable now, but has a lot of hungry competitive factor behind him. White flags in the air. Final lap around this 3/8 of a mile Bullring. Looks to be all Coleman. Oh, a big wreck in the back. We'll go back and watch that. But it's all Coleman coming out of turns 3 and 4 for the final time here tonight for the T1S late model stock. Take it home, Mr. Justin Coleman, with a very, very fantastic win. And I'm going to try to see if that is how many wins he's got this season. What a drive out of the 00 all night long. Put a clinic on. That is his first win of the season in the late model stock division for sure. What a run out of Justin Coleman. Came into tonight's series tied for the points lead with Mr. Brian Zimmerman. Got his first race win of the season there. So strong performance. This winning moment is brought to you by none other than BAM Racing Videos. You like sim racing? We got you covered here. You like grassroots, real life racing? Kick it on over to BAM Racing Videos. He goes all across the nation to these short tracks, famous short tracks. You have a big event local, I guarantee he's been there. That's BAM Racing Videos over at YouTube. As Coleman, he's celebrating, and rightfully so. As we're going to try to see what happened on the last lap here. A little bit of contact between 51 and 76 of Stanley. Some more contact. And boy, just missed. Oh, it's teammate just getting a little tangled, crossed up. Stanley was able to keep the machine going, but you can see it's hurt. He's got it looks to be a broken right front. He's just limping the car home. But what a finish right there. All right, let's see if we can talk to our drivers here. As we're trying to find them now. As looks like we've located Zach Murphy. We just actually spoke to Zach, and we spoke to him. He was in third. Ultimately, that's where it came home. Still a great night of racing. Zach, you got a copy once again, brother?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
So Zach, I mean, we mentioned it a while ago. It was a story of the night between you and the 80. Y'all did battle all night long. Y'all kept flopping back second and third, right? So one time somebody be on the inside. Just talk us through your nights.
Yeah, I always like the Bullring. I mean, it's a tough track, obviously short track, but
You're the first person that ever said that, by the way. Sorry to interrupt you.
Well, I mean, it's hit or miss, right? If you get a good
Right.
group of drivers, it can be a fun track. I've always done well here, finished well. I'm a short track guy, so shorter the better. But yeah, had track position to start, so I just tried to keep it clean up front, which worked well in the first half. We had a little green flag run there and seemed to be pretty fast, and then went down, took the 2 tires and a little fuel, and then it just was caution fest from there. It's just a battle. Yeah, me and the 80 seemed to be magnets to each other all night for sure.
But I mean, y'all did it fairly clean, though. You know, like y'all didn't really lean on each other and nothing like that. Murphy, I've been up in the booth all season, so. But I noticed everybody's only going 2 tires with this car. Is that just a product of trying to get track position, or do y'all like the way the car feels better with 2 tires?
I only run the car on this night, so I don't know a lot about it. But yeah, a lot of it's track position, and the shorter races, a lot of these shorter tracks, just trying to maintain track position, not go a lap. Like tonight, you couldn't take 4 tires, so kind of had to take 2.
You had everybody that pitted on lap 44. Y'all all took 2, or I mean, there were some drivers like to take 9. Well, Murphy, who we got to thank for a top 3 finish here tonight? Very, very impressive run.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'll just thank everybody at Crooked Line for putting this on every week. You guys over at TrueSim putting on a great broadcast. Caleb over in Discord for every week racing with me.
Right on, buddy. Well, he also had a little bit of bad luck there as well, but had a good run.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we were both up there for a minute, but you know how it is.
Yeah, it happens, man. Short track racing. Well, congratulations, buddy.
All right, bud. Have a good night.
Alrighty, folks. I do apologize. You hear beating and banging in the background. My son's in there. I don't know what he's playing, but it sounds like he's playing Be As Loud As He Can while Daddy's live. So, but it's all good. We now have got caught up with Mr. Christopher Smith, car number 80. Great looking car. I mean, it's sexy out there on track. Chris, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
I got to ask you basically the same question I threw over to Zach Murphy. All night long, y'all could not get separated. What a hell of a race between y'all two. Talk me through your night.
Man, I don't. Tonight's probably one of the best races. I don't know. These last couple races we had been really good, but tonight was a lot of fun.
So doing battle there with a teammate like Rice, or kind of if he's not a full-fledged teammate, I know you are buddies, right? You and Justin Coleman, y'all raced hard all race long. What did you need, you think, to get past that 0-0?
I don't know. He was just so good tonight. He was kind of telling me where he was breaking at, but not this track. I actually dislike this track a lot, so I'll take second.
Right, I feel that. So Murphy actually just said he likes this track, and I had to interrupt him. I was like, "Yes," said no one ever. I'm also not a fan of this track. But man, you couldn't tell up here in the booth, Chris. The 80 car was bad fast all night. You qualified P2. That's where you brought it home. So not a bad night. Who we got to thank for the 80?
T1S Racing, Bad Company Racing, Crooked Line, everything y'all put on. Y'all do an amazing job. It's a lot of fun.
Well, we appreciate that, Chris. We'll get you back down to your race team. Let's celebrate a P2. Hell of a night, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, folks. And then there was one. None other than a 0-0, Justin Coleman. This man put it to him all night. He was on rails from the time the green flag dropped for qualifying. I don't think it was ever in jeopardy. I'm sure the late race cautions kind of had him nervous because you never know how they shake out. But he came and he prevailed. Mr. Justin Coleman, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, I'll be honest. Most people don't like this track. And when you don't like a track, you typically don't run good at it, right? I want to go out on a limb and say you like this track. But, I mean, you put on a clinic out there tonight. Talk us through your night.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is the third time I've ran this track in the late model. So,
Holy cow.
but I was looking forward to it. I like these little short Bullring tracks, so kind of played in my favor. But yeah, it just I don't think it could have played out any better. Honestly, we stayed out front most of the race, had clean air, and the setup was great. I mean, worked right into my favor. So I had obviously had a lot of fun, but
it's always fun when you're front and center, right? Well,
yes,
you say
sir.
you love these short tracks. You came into tonight, Justin. I'm not sure if you even know it. You were the points leader. Actually, you and Zimmy are tied coming into tonight. If you look around, there's no Zimmy. You got the race win. So going to have the points lead going into Irwindale, but the catch is it's Irwindale Inner. How you like that track?
Another honesty here. Never ran it.
It's it's tough. I mean, it's really tough. You got to use the big track on the straightaways on the front stretch, and then you use the flat inner oval for most of it. It's a very, very tough track. Well, Justin, man, I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me. You put together a freaking bad paint scheme for me. It's freaking awesome. Your car, Christopher Smith, Brandon Ellis' cars were looking pristine out there tonight. So shout out to Coleman Designs first and foremost. And then who else do we got to thank for the 0-0 machine?
Let's see. We're going to thank my sponsors: Parker Brothers Window Tinting, BH Homes Construction, Gibbs Brothers Construction, Barry Elvis Performance and Fabrication, and of course, got to give a shout out to my team, Bad Company Racing. A bunch of great guys in there, and we help each other out. And they've gave this dirt guy a lot of asphalt tips that's kind of paying off. So have to give a shout out to them.
That's awesome to hear you're a dirt guy. So very, very versatile there. Can win it on dirt, can win it on asphalt. Well, Justin, congratulations tonight, buddy.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for putting these races on and broadcasting on Wednesday nights. Appreciate you too.
Absolutely, boss. I appreciate hearing that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, folks. We are going to close up shop. We're going to pull up our results tabs really quick, and then you know it's that time of night. So we'll go through our top 10 here. Justin Coleman brought it home. Led most of the laps. Brought it home P1. Christopher Smith, he qualified P2. Had a battle all night with a third place finisher, Zach Murphy. But ultimately, the 80 car, it prevailed. 29 car finished third. Nicholas Lamb, a strong performance out of the 05. Brought home P4. Tarbuck P5. I see that 91 car there. 91 car had some terrible luck. Ended up battling back. Got himself a P6 finish. Caleb B. Thompson got 7th. Larry Bell, who was trapped a lap down for the longest portion of tonight's event. That shows you stick around, you can maintain or actually climb that mountain that you're facing. He was a lap down, ended up finishing in the top 10. He brought his number 43 machine home in P8. Brandon Mettler's ninth, and Jason Bauer, who's had start from pit road, he finished 10th. So overall, great night. I see Frank Barr finished 11th. So very, very standout performance from a lot of guys that normally may not run where they run, right? So great night of racing. Love to see that. It was super competitive night. Hope to have y'all on board with us every Wednesday night. Heck, hope to have y'all on board with us every night we're live. Remember, stay tuned. Race Chatter coming to you soon, live on Saturday nights. Unfiltered, uncut, and most of all, uncensored for a lot of fun. Until next time, though, folks, it's from me, Tanner Marr, in the TrueSimProductions booth. I'm out, and we'll see ya.